Okay. Who are we up to? Are we going to start from the beginning?
Look, there's where the presidents live. See? Look, this one. No, I know.
Who lives there?
The president.
Oh, the presidents live there. What's that called? The White House?
The White House. I like that. Washington.
George Washington. Who's next? John Adams. Who's next?
Thomas Jefferson. Madison. Morrow.
Who's next? John Quincy Adams?
John Quincy Adams. And we got Shannon. Ulysses S. Grant.
No, that's not Ulysses S. Grant. That's
Shannon.
Martin.
Shannon.
That's Shannon, right. Who's that?
Harrison.
William Henry Harrison. Who's next?
James.
John.
No.
John Tyler.
No,
Who's that?
James Polk.
James Polk. Who's that?
Zachary.
Zachary Taylor. Who's that?
Bella Fillmore.
Who's next? Who is that?
Franklin Pierce.
Who's that?
Dave Buchanan. Abraham Lincoln.
What did Abraham Lincoln do? Who did he free?
Alfie.
Abraham Lincoln freed who? The slaves. Who's that?
Andrew Johnson.
Who's that?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, there's Ulysses S. Grant. Hey, stop you two. Who's that?
James.
Rutherford Hayes. Who's that?
Ulysses S. Grant.
No, that's not Ulysses S. Grant. That's James
Garfield.
I know that's Shannon, Nicole.
That's James Garfield.
Chester Arthur. Who's that?
Grover Cleveland.
Grover, like on Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that?
Benjamin Harrison.
Who's that?
William. That looks like my dad.
Nicole. He looks like who?
It looks like my daddy.
Oh, really? Who's that? Who is him? Who's that? Who is he?
Dear boy
Theodore
Roosevelt.
Okay. Who's that?
William Taft.
William Taft.
He got stuck in the bathtub.
He got stuck? Why did he get stuck in the bathtub? Fat, right? He was fat. He's so fat.
Funny.
I know, Nicole. Who's that? Woodrow Wilson. Who's next?
Gordon Howard.
Who's that? Who's next? Calvin. Hey, Shannon. Calvin.
Hoover.
Good. Who's next?
Hoover.
You almost done, Shannon.
Who's next? Franklin
Roosevelt.
Okay. Who's next? Oh, who's that?
James Harrison.
That's not James Harrison. No, look at the picture. Who is that?
Harry Truman.
God. Who's that?
That one she knows. Who's that?
Dwight.
White and Eisenhower.
Who's that? Who's that?
Who's that one?
Shannon.
Look, Shannon, look, almost
Who is this? Who is he? Who is he? John F.
Kennedy.
Good. Who's that? Lyndon
Johnson.
Who's next?
That one
You know him.
Richard Nixon.
There we go. Who's that?
Del Ford.
Good. Who's that? Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
There we go. Who's that?
Ronald Reagan.
Who's that? Who's that? He's our president now. Who is he? What's his name?
George.
George W.
George Bush.
Oh, wait a minute. I skipped some. No, George Bush. Okay. Who's next?
Bill.
Bill Clinton.
And then who's our president now?
George W. Bush.
George W. I messed up. Sorry.
President resigned.
Which president resigned?
Richard Nixon.
Why did Richard Nixon resign?
Because he was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy.
Who's Grandma's favorite?
Who's Grandma's favorite president? Who's Grandma's favorite president?
Ronald Reagan.
Who's Shannon's favorite president?
George Washington.
George
President's
Washington.
on the $20 bill.
Which president's on the $20 bill? She knows that? Which president's on the $20 bill?
Tell me.
No, you tell me.
George Washington.
He's on a dollar bill.
He's on the $1 bill. Who's on the $20 bill?
Andrew Jackson.
Good. Say goodbye to the camera.
Goodbye, Cameron.
Give a kiss.